Hello and welcome back to the top 100 maps of all time with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very welcome. And today at number 8 we have a map which is possibly, for many people, the perfect map. It is just oozing with quality, loads of interesting buildable locations, interesting ways of taking it on the map, and it's spectacular. And of course, at number 8 you would expect nothing less than all of that. But yes, as maps go, I think this is ticking every single tick box that there is. It's inspired by a real life location. This time we are off to Latvia, and it's a fairly recent one as well. So if you're ever concerned about standards dropping, if the further you go back in time, you've got no issues with this one at all. So without further ado, let's crack on in there with, at number 8, with a 94.75% approval rating, the last of those on 94.75, before we go up to the 95s and 95 plus. It's Vecmīlgrāvis by Waftthrudnir. Probably mispronounced, but I do my best, and the best is all I've got. Okay, no DLC required for today's map. There are 40 items in the workshop collection. Some of those, though, are kind of optional. Things like the intersection marking tool, node controller. We are using a theme mix here. You could just run with the basic theme without messing around with the theme mix, and you're already dropping down towards 30 items by doing that alone. So if that's a concern for you, there is that. But if you've got a PC capable of running a decent map, then just jump straight on in. You're going to have a cracking time. Of that theme mix, it's based on the Laviante 2.0 theme, with a mix in of the Euro 4K theme and the Stray Cats Territory Homecoming theme, and the Realistic by Reaper Lut. It was uploaded to the workshop in May of 2021, I've written down here. Now, I'm absolutely sure that it said May of 2022. Let me just go and do a quick double check. No, May of 2022. It was up, there we go. It was uploaded on the 21st of May, 2022. So yes, 2022, not 2021. My bad on that one. It has currently, at the time of recording, 1,003 subscribers, of which 172 have marked it as a favourite. Has a 4-star rating on Steam from 53 votes, and I reviewed this in episode 1509 of What's Map, where I gave it 5 stars for aesthetics, 4 for detail, and 5 for gameplay potential. Before we even go down to have a look at the map, just marvel at the possibilities that this map is giving you. The main buildable area, which is over here, secondary buildable area, large town over here, even without seeing how steep the hill is, because clearly a hill going on here. You've got possibility of building along the front of the lake here. We've definitely got lakeside access here. Got some really interesting rivers, one here, several here. Large port area entrance here, so maybe potential for a big dockland or harbour area up at this part of the map up here. We've got some, you can see we've got some interesting wetlands, we've got some very interesting beachfronts. What is there not to want to do on this map? What is there? Why is it only got 1,000 subscribers? I say only. Why is it only got 1,000? It should have way more than this, in my opinion. Right, start square is right here, where we have access from both directions. Do you know what? I could do a really convoluted route around on this map, including via the dam. I think we'll do some feature hopping instead of highway driving. But what we'll do is we'll start up here, we'll follow this road, we'll take a right, and that'll lead us straight into the start square. And then we'll do some featured. There's no point me following a whole bunch of roads, is there? This is what the original review was for. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Is I'm just going to start up here. We'll take a direct route down to the start square, and then we can just enjoy some of the quality detailing and layouts and just forest work, and It's Waftthrudnir, okay? How many times have I got to tell you guys, Waftthrudnir is my guilty secret. That one creator that if I had to put together like a top 3 favourite creators of all time, I would make sure there was room for Waftthrudnir. It's simple. I don't know whether I'd have them as my number 1. Who knows? I haven't thought that far, but I would shoehorn them in. I would make a space for them, right? I would, if argument's sake, if it was any 2 from 3, you can have Waftthrudnir, Sidai, or Bringer of Fire. I would make sure that Waftthrudnir was one of them, and I have to choose then between Bringer of Fire and Sidai. What a decision that would be. What a decision that would be. What a tough decision that would be. I'm glad I don't have to. I'm so glad that I have to. But yeah, Waftthrudnir is my guilty secret. Just a personal gem that's just came out of nowhere, and I absolutely adore their work. Just everything about them encompasses what I want in a map. So there are some Sidai maps that aren't my favourite maps, and there are some Bringer maps that aren't my favourite maps. I just don't think there's such a thing with a Waftthrudnir map. I just don't. They're just so right up my street, and streets is things I would be building. We've got another one of these with the is it motorbike running past my window there. Right, we keep seeing this with the intersection marking tool where the chevrons are running the wrong way on a lot of maps at the moment. I don't know what or why or what. I don't understand. Maybe is it? Oh, did you see that? These 2 trucks changed lanes simultaneously to allow for each other. That was very sweet. Sorry, I got distracted there. But yeah, we're seeing that a lot with a lot of the maps where the intersection marking tool chevrons running the wrong way, which I'm finding hard to believe, given the quality of the creators, that every single one of them has been getting them backwards. Don't know. I don't know. Again, we're not here to pick a map apart today. We are here to enjoy the quality of the map. And there's definitely motorbikes out there today. I can hear another one grumbling and rumbling in the background. Apologies for any large growls. Yep, he's right out there. Could you take that motorbike and just maybe convert it to electricity? That would do me very nicely. I need a studio. A soundproof studio. I need a booth. Give me a booth. Anyway, back to the map. What's not to like, eh? That's what I say. What is not? I haven't missed a turn off, have I? I said I was going to take the first turn off. Did I? It was here. I was going to take this. I apologise. We were supposed to go right here. I started going right. I might have got distracted. I got distracted by this, didn't I? By the intersection marking tool. Right. Why is he revving that engine? Right, he's going now. Say goodbye. He's gone. Wait, he's now gone. I'd be impressed if I had any interest in motor vehicles, but I really aren't. I've no interest whatsoever. Anyway, perfect bridge. What's not to like? Pillar placement's absolutely on point there as well. Heading down now towards the start square area. We've got the wetlands on the right, which we will check out shortly. Got a nice wetland lake area, loads of lakes. Latvian lakes, that's the thing. I didn't know they had lakes in Latvia. And every other country of the world. Every country? Is there any country in the world that doesn't have a lake? I mean, I know Saudi Arabia doesn't have a river, which is an interesting little factoid. May have a lake. Might have a lake? Does it have a lake? I know one country that doesn't have a lake. That's Canada. That's definite. Them and Finland. No lakes at all in Canada and Finland. I'm just kidding you, of course. I am just having you along. Right, okay, we're heading down towards the start square now. I think we're probably in the start square now. If I pull the camera up, do a little bit of that. Yep, very much in the start square area here. Come on. How's that? How is that not perfect? Hey, it's not just absolutely perfect, but it's beyond perfect. We've got just interesting buildable areas, nice heavily detailed forests so that you can obliterate the forests, or you can work in with the forests or work around the forests. Next map tile, probably this one, I feel. Maybe this one. You'll look to buy that one at some point. But yeah, it's this as a start, as a really interesting start. Really liking this. Really like, and you don't even need to build a bridge, because you've got access down here via this beautiful complex thing to bring you down into this area. Honestly, it is absolutely genius and lovely and beautiful, and want to build here. So good through and through. A little look at the quality. Just look at the quality. Marveloso. Anyways, we could do that with the entire map, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some skipping between places of interest. We've got a little bit of traffic going on here. You're probably going to want to fix your within Traffic Manager President Edition. Fix your traffic. That's going to be a thing. We've got, look at the lake. This is a really lush. Let me set the camera down here, just like that. Really lush. I mean, fishing in this lake, no question at all. Feels really realistic, and I'm loving that one. This forest here is marking out the hill. Loving the transition along the edge of the hill here with the white bark trees, just showing change of biome where the trees actually you can build up to and around. That's all very nice as well. Then we have just some really interesting waterfronts, and again, the way we've got a fairly consistent biome around with these grasses, just marking the water's edge. And the thing with these grasses, they work really well under the water as well. It's a really good shout from Waftthrudnir on the choice of foliage. It works so well. And even areas like here where you go, well, it's kind of a bit dotty. You can clearly see, yeah, it's not entirely meant. There's detailing, and then there's uber detailing. We've got a high level here without trying to make every last iota of the map feel absolutely photorealistic, because we're meant to build a city on here after all. And you can hyper detail the areas that you want to be hyper detailed. Little area over here, wetland area over here. First of all, before we even get to that, look at the irrigation. We've got the irrigation going on. Very nicely drawn from this river by the looks of it. Oh, it's a castle there. We're going to that next. Okay. We're going to, unless I get distracted by another shiny thing somewhere. But yeah, just look at this here. Just look at this here with the little lines here with the water. It's subtle. It's beautiful. It's triple A. It's S tier. It is quality, and I love it. I love it. Got the same going on over here as well. It's S tier. Loving that. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Good texture work going on here as well. Oh, it's a castle. Come on, down to the castle. Do not be distracted by anything else. Come down and have a look at what is a fairly, by the standard of the map, mundane castle. Now, the temptation to go big on a castle, on a map like this, would be very high. But sometimes just subtlety. Just subtlety is all that you need. I'm loving this bit of rock work along here as well, by the way. Subtlety is all you need to make a castle really work. Location of that, just tucked in between the river and the rail, makes it just work. It just works. Then we have over here, I think I've fixed, thanks to everybody, I say everybody, I think it might be Bringer in the first place, who pointed out the problem that I was having with the flooding on the vanilla, not vanilla dams. That was just a setting in the, was it 81 tile mod? Yep, something like that. I have fixed that. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention, which means that we now don't have any of that flooding going on anymore. Really good little spot, that one. Ignore vanilla building pre-placed whatever in the 81 tile mod. But again, as vanilla dams go, that's very, very different. The amount of dams that we see in the game, and some of them are, I mean, magnificent. And this is very subtle. This one feels very industrial. And it works. Again, it just works. It's quality, quality, quality. Giving us power lines to like a little power grid area here. A little pop out there. Apologies for the pop outs. And then the power line heading off into the meat of the map. Right, what more have we got? Got some nice intersections. What's to say? It's the BonBonB intersection. Oh, I don't know. And then traffic heading off down that way. Good to see good traffic flow as well on the whole. Rivers. We have some very nice little rivers. Splish sploshing. Here we've got one with a little bit of a dry river spin-off down the side there. Again, very nice. Very nice indeed. And then that heads up into the hills. I get up here. Really rural area up here. Rural, not even that. Wilderness area, maybe. This part of the river up here. For hikers. Hikers and canoeists only, I feel. Quality. Just very, very nice. Heading over to just another corner of the map. Let's go over another corner of the map. We have another. We've got a winding river, including this rock work here. Which, once you've seen that, you wonder how it could be any other way. And you know, if it had been 90%, 95% of other creators, no, 99% of other creators, this wouldn't have been done at all. 99.9% of other creators. I wouldn't have thought to have done this. I wouldn't have thought to have done this at all. So just superb. Just superb. I'm jealous. The thing that WhatsApp has taught me is I'm jealous of other people's skills. Skills that I do not have. And I look at it and I go, but I could do this. Yeah, doing it or being able to do it and actually thinking to do it are two different skills altogether. Should we do the wetland area? I haven't been into the wetland area yet. We've got this wetland area, then we've got the beaches and the big harbour entrance as well. So we'll have a look at both of those. Don't worry if you're waiting for the beaches or that harbour area or this wetland, because we were going to do a little fly over these areas as well. But I mean, it's just mega. Is it not mega? Imagine this in Cities Skylines 2, by the way. Imagine this in Cities Skylines 2. Perfect. Perfect map. Perfect map. Oh, big old bridge. Sorry, I haven't done the big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. And that's a perfect big old bridge. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Right. Big old harbour entrance. Let's go and... So I've been distracted by the field. What's going on with the field? Yeah, just a little bit of a, again, different. This area stands out, and it stands out by being absolutely nothing special. And by being nothing special, it makes it fit entirely with a map where there is nothing special, but everything is perfect. I say nothing special. I mean, the map is very special, but you get my drift, right? Like the castle. Castle, understated. Nothing special with the castle, and yet it is absolutely perfect. Got a little bit of choppy water, which is... this is one where if we let the simulation run, this water will level out. Looks like... I think I mentioned this last time as well. I think these areas were added quite late on in the build, and Waftthrudnir hadn't let the simulation run for a few hours, let the water settle down after building these. To be honest with you, these are pretty much the last thing you want to be building. You know you're going to do it. Nothing's going to stop you from doing it. Just look at this. Absolute ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous quality. Also, isn't she lovely? Right, got that out there for the BonBonBingo players. But yeah, we do have a little bit of choppy water from the start of map. Yeah, what's happened here is just so you can understand. When you build in the map editor with the game on pause, because you do that, you'll displace all of the water in these locations. Then when you save the map, the map has clearly been left running a little bit, but when you save the map, the water is still displaced. You load it up in the game engine, the water is now being pushed this way and off this way. And you can see over here we have the ripple mini tidal wave being pushed out from here. But what's happening in the middle here is where the water has been displaced here, being pushed this way, water's displaced here, being pushed this way, and it's kind of bouncing against each other. It will settle down. I promise you it will settle down. But for this brief flyover, not a review as such, we're going to see a little bit of turbulence between the two harbour walls, but it will sort itself out. Wow. Okay, another motorbike for those of you keeping track on BonBonBingo. The beaches, I mean, the beaches are the beaches, aren't they? Look at these beaches. Look at the beaches. And what I'm loving with these is it's not just a straight line, okay? We get these little inlets. We get these areas where you feel that the sand gets pushed in on a high tide or during a storm. This area here as well. It's just not a straight line. And again, lesser creators, you just get the straight line, but Waftthrudnir has made the beaches just a little bit more interesting, and has done that across the entire map with everything. Everything is just a little bit more interesting, and I've said I adore it, and I'm going to stick with that. Beautiful map. I'm going to set the camera down here like so and say Waftthrudnir, thank you, 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 thank you. You don't have to say you're very, very welcome several times. It's fine. It's fine. Just not just thank you from me, but thank you from the community. This is a cherry on the top for me. Cherry on the top. And yeah, Cities Skylines 2 needs this map. So get working on it, alright? Quality. Vecmīlgrāvis by Waftthrudnir, our 8th best map of all time, as voted by you. Which means there are 7 more maps to come, and we have some of the all-time greats still waiting to be revealed. Be around. We'll be back tomorrow for one of those. If you haven't already watched this week's Dev Diary live stream, make sure you go and do that one, because lots of news this week. Again, more motorbikes. So quiet, my location. So quiet. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, and for hitting that like button right now. Come on, do it for me. You love me. I love you. And a big shout out to all the BonBon buddies on Patreon and YouTube membership for supporting the channel. You're the very best. I love you very, very much. And we'll do it again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.